Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, 0.99% financing is available from Tesla in this particular market. And of course, this market has had a lot of changes and it's pretty close to our market, but it unfortunately is not the US of the A. It is going to be the Canada market. But we'll talk about what this is, what's happening here, and maybe is this going to be coming to the US market? We'll take a look at it, but we're going to talk about that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out our Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. Tesla has now introduced 0.99% APR for just the new Model 3, or for orders of the new Model 3 in Canada only. So not the Model Y, not the Model S or X, and of course definitely not the Cybertruck, which just became available for sale in the Canada market. Applies to new orders placed on March 7th, and you must take delivery by March 31st. So very interesting move, because this gives us an insight, because usually we talk about the deals in China. We talk about how they will release certain deals on the financing rates as they currently kind of are right now for the Model 3 and Model Y. But when it gets this close like this for North America, Canada, it gets us pretty excited, because maybe we will see some sort of financing offer, because the only thing that we saw pretty recently from this was the Model 3 in our market, where it got 0% for 36 months and not even 69 months. So let's take a look at the exact offer, because now I'm kind of curious, what type of term are we looking here? Because Model 3 must be their older model for them. Of course, they also have the Model Y Juniper potentially coming out as well. But now I'm curious, like, what type of savings term is this? So let's see. So 48 months at 0.99%. If we go to 60 months, it's 1.99%. And this is interesting, because usually Canada is always left out of the deals, especially with a financing or incentive offer. But the one thing, before we get all excited for this, Canada did have some massive price increases pretty recently. And when we say massive, like $4,000 for long range all-wheel drive, $8,000 for long range all-wheel drive, and performance $9,000. So a little bit of a tipsy-turvy type of thing here, because yes, 0.99, it sounds great, it sounds fantastic, but if you're going to be paying $4,000 to $9,000 more. Now, of course, this could be because of tariffs and other types of things that are happening here in the Canada market, and maybe like because of the incentive that was also just pulled out as well. They ran out of money or something like that. And so certainly it is pretty interesting to see that there was a big price increase, but then you also get 0.99. So Tesla knows that they needed to roll out this 0.99 because of the massive price increases in that market. So if you're looking to purchase a Model 3 or Model Y, S, or even X in the Canada market, of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. It should work on the Canada market as well, so you can save a little bit of an extra money, whether it's $500 to $2,500 off of a Tesla vehicle. But pretty interesting to see that they've released this 0.99, and fingers crossed to see if this comes out in the US market. And I do expect some sort of incentive, maybe not on the Model 3, but it does feel like Tesla is more prioritizing the Model 3 than their old and busted Model Y, even though they still have the highest levels of inventory for the Model Y. Right now, the old Model Y legacy is this yellow mustard line, and you can see we've got plenty of vehicles still posted on Tesla website, 11,000 vehicles on there. You can see on our deal spreadsheet down below in the description, where we keep track of all the different best deals on Model Ys and Model 3s. You can see this one right here, Model Y Performance, still has a discount of $6,100 off. That seems to be the highest that we found so far. But once this stream ends, I'm going to spend a little bit of time in scrubbing through some of these to see what other types of better deals that we can find out there. And the beauty with these is that this is before the Tesla referral code, where you can save an extra $2,500 on a Model 3 and other vehicles vehicles as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. You've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Carlos, thanks for coming in. I don't see any good APR deals until after March, at least definitely for the Model Y, but I don't think Tesla would offer it on the Model 3 either, since that might bite into Juniper sales. I think they're going to release some sort of APR offer. At this point, I feel like they're feeling the burn on lack of sales, and we can feel even on here that there's been a slowdown on sales for sure, especially when you compare it to December when all the deals were flying off the shelves. And so Tesla does need to crank it out, and I guess we'll start to see as we get into mid-February and definitely by March if they're tracking to hit their sales goals or not. I mean, of course, we've got a ton of new vehicles coming out. Gregory, what's your final opinion on the new Model Y? Do you think it is as good as an update as the Model 3? I would say it's about the same. I think the coolest top two features that I like on the Model Y is the rear taillight and the rear seats, which we talked about yesterday actually, and how fast they are and how like the functionality of them is pretty cool compared to like other vehicles that have like folding seats. But it's funny to say that like my two favorite features are a taillight and rear seats. So really there's not too many big things. It's not like Cybertruck, right, where it's like a whole new body style, panels, steer-by-wire, actual functionality and everything. Or I mean, the rear seats does have functionality, but definitely a little bit of a different thing. But maybe we've got one on order. Maybe we're still cooking to figure out how we can get one, but certainly that's on our list right now to figure that out, because it really isn't a deal unless like you absolutely are buying full self-driving. So it's a little bit of a tough one. In this next topic, Tesla has just ruined the Model X. They've raised it by $5,000, which is mind-blowing to me because it changes a lot of different things with the Model X right now. Quote, Tesla, breaking by Sawyer, Tesla has increased the price of the Model X by $5,000 in the US, and it no longer qualifies for the $7,500 electric vehicle tax credit. But all new Model X orders now come with free unlimited free supercharging. So 2 vehicles now come with that. And so basically they raised the price of the Model S by $5,000, included free supercharging, and now the Model X $5,000 increase also now has free unlimited charging, free supercharging. So I guess maybe they feel like Model S and Model X owners really want that free supercharging and want to maximize it. I mean, I guess you could break even over $5,000 worth of free supercharging over a 4 to 5 year time period, or you'll probably, you won't make any profit. I feel like you'll definitely break even at best with that. But the other thing that's interesting with this is that they've raised it above the $80,000 price threshold, which if the MSRP is above $80,000, like this one for SUVs, it does not then qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. But don't worry though, you can still lease it and it's a nice loophole. And then if you buy it out, you get a little bit of it, or you get a $6,500 after fees and everything instead of the $7,500. But still a very interesting move, because we have a Model X in 2022 and we've been kicking around the idea, but then there's maybe that rumor of a refresh coming. So maybe they're trying to increase these prices before that refresh starts to actually kick in. So then it'll be 1-to-1 right after. I mean, tomorrow we might talk about the Model Y, and will the Model Y get a price increase or will it stay the same? But it seems like how everything is moving right now, it does appear things are getting more expensive on the Tesla side. and they might be looking to increase prices instead of decrease pricing, especially for the newer models and more expensive models. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Certainly, I would say this is going to stifle Model S and Model X sales as they already are. I mean, if you take a look at inventory compared to the Model 3 and the Model Y, certainly it's a little bit higher, especially the Model Y at the highest it's been ever compared to the Model X at 2,600 vehicles and the Model S at 1,700 vehicles. But very interesting to see a price increase on the Model X like this. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I mean, I think we've been pretty hopeful of a deal for the Model S and Model X, but at this point, maybe the best is going to be a $9,500 inventory discount, and that is about it. I mean, even if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, you're getting $1,000 off a Model S or a Model X, which, I mean, it's nice, but compared to like when you're getting $2,500 off of a Model 3, it's kind of a weird separation here and a weird difference between all the different ones that are out there. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you in the market for a Model X? And I bet at this point you might be pulling out of the market because it just doesn't make any more sense, or it makes less sense, and you might have to do a lease to get that $7,500 federal tax credit. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Money Talks with Rohan. It's getting crazy expensive to buy a Tesla in Canada. No rebate, price increases, and declining dollar. Yeah, I guess that's how for some reason, they figured out how to offer this 0.99%, or they're maybe subsidizing it even more at this point. 007, my Model Y long-range all-wheel drive and Model Y performances prices didn't change much, but surprised. The Model Y long-range all-wheel drive with 20-inch wheels, the same at a lower price of Model Y performance. Yeah, it seems like they're starting to offer more inventory discounts on only the Model Y at this point. And when we're still very early in the year, as we get to the end of the year, middle of the year, end of the quarter, then Tesla will really show its hand on what incentives they want to actually move. Chris, I think due to low sales, it'll make sense for them to provide more discounts. Yeah, I mean, but they still need like a highlight offer. They know doing some sort of incentive, whether it's 0.99, 1.99, 2.99, that moves vehicles. You can literally see it on inventory when they release incentives like that, vehicles sell. And so they've got that in their back pocket. They know if they need to hit that demand lever and switch, they can do that. Gregory, free supercharging is only good if you take a lot of road trips, in my opinion, since if you live in a big city, it can be hard to find free superchargers. There's often a wait times. Yeah, exactly. In metropolitan area, high cost of living areas, or many cities. So yeah, certainly those superchargers, a lot of people want to use them all at the same time because they don't necessarily have one at their house. So it's a little bit tough. And so also like the time you spend at the supercharger has a cost as well. So free supercharging, I'm not really a fan of it unless like you've got one at your work gym or somewhere where you're going to be for hours and it's not that much of a hassle out of your way, then it's perfectly fine as well. In this next topic, Tesla has revealed new features of the Model Y refresh Juniper. They sat down with Tesla owner Silicon Valley and did a whole interview, but I'll give you the TLDR of everything. Teslarati did a nice write-up of it, and you can see all the different things as listed here, but Kim Java also did a nice write-up as well. So Tesla's intent was no Tesla logos. China required the Tesla logo. So interesting. That gives us more insight on why the China one has the badge, but the US one doesn't. New in-house design gearbox for rear seats. Very cool. Fastest folding seats in the industry, 4 seconds. Industry average for folding seats is 7 seconds. I still think it's pretty funny that Tesla, I mean, it's still cool to have a really fast seat, but it's also kind of funny to be highlighting that as the highest thing on the Model Y Juniper. Customer feedback brought return of the turnstock. Also simplifies buttons on the wheel. That makes sense, but also I feel like a lot of people were used to not having a turnstock, but it makes sense. New paint colors are coming to North America market soon. So very interesting to see here because yes, the Model Y currently only has a few different colors on it. It's got stealth gray, white, red, and quicksilver. We do not have glacier blue at the moment, but maybe we'll be getting a different color. I'm hoping for some sort of green. Green would be a sick one for sure because we haven't seen that on Tesla vehicles, I think, ever at this point. Efficiency and comfort: a new artistically sealed door latch, smoother closing, carpeted cup holders, trunk lid, side trim for noise reduction and reduced scratching. All interior materials wrapped for noise deadening. Rear glass is laminated to make it more quiet. Trunk lid closes quieter. Metallically coated glass roof includes 2 layers of silver, improving heat and thermal performance inside the cabin. I think there was a stat like 7 times more heat resistant, which is pretty sick. Lower fan speed operation from new roof leads to efficiency boost in comfort. Auto oscillating fans with Airwave 2.0. Fans now swing side to side to optimize efficiency. Rear hatch built for repairability and efficiency. We saw that with the bottom of it, so it doesn't scratch as easy, which is kind of cool actually for them to make updates like that on the new Model Y. And the list goes on and on and on. If you want to watch the full interview with the actual people that created and helped to build the Tesla Model Y Tesla engineering, you can watch it here from Tesla Silicon Owner Valley, where they did an interview with them and talked about everything about the brand new Model Y. But we're starting to get closer and closer. I mean, now it's February 6th at this point. We've got deliveries potentially coming out in March for this vehicle. And now it makes me think, like, I've been looking at this rear tail light as we've been seeing more spottings and spotting. It kind of makes the Model Y look like more kind of like scrunched up a little bit. Like, I just thought about this the other day because it's one massive blade, but it only kind of ends at the side instead of maybe other vehicles. It kind of makes it more scrunched up looking at the nighttime, but can't wait to see it in actual use. We've got a bunch of Quicksilver Model Ys on their way to showrooms. Supposedly this picture was taken in the Northern California area, so I would imagine almost every single Tesla showroom is going to have a brand new Tesla Model Y refresh in their showroom so that you can take a look at it. Another post from China market: all 2024 Model Ys have been sold out. So crazy to see. And I mean, Tesla knows this. Tesla knows if they put a sick incentive on a vehicle like 0% financing or $5,000 off or whatever it is, that will move vehicles. And so I feel like Tesla's already got themselves cooking in what they need to do, and they just need to figure out when they want to do it. And it could be as soon as by the end of this month or maybe even March. But definitely once those Model Y Juniper starts rolling off the lots, and if those start stacking in inventory, Tesla is going to be forced to make some sort of incentive move on their end to clear out all the old and busted Tesla Model Ys that we currently see in inventory. But here's another shot of some of these Model Ys in Quicksilver that was posted to Reddit and things like that. I mean, here's a good shot of like the new rims, 20-inch rims versus the 19-inch rims that are also new as well. And yeah, the 20-inch rims, I know you get more value and certainly things like that, but the 19-inch rims, they look way better, I would say, at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Are they still building the old and busted Model Y in the US? Miss Barnett, I think they are actually. 007, Tesla gave me free full self-driving till June. Yay. Yeah, congrats. Nice. Yeah, certainly that was interesting because I think like Gregory also got it someone else got it till like May, June as well. And so there was a lot of different Tesla deliveries that happened in like December that all got a bunch of full self-driving trials all the way till then. So let us know what you think about the full self-driving, because once you get used to it, it's pretty good. Odie, I debated buying my Model Y before interest promotion expired in December. I'm glad I bought it. I've always had the fear of having FOMO. Yeah, it seems like that was the right move, getting a vehicle in that November, December at this point, because relative to the deals, that's been the best deal it's been so far at the moment. But we're right about on the cusp to see what types of deals on the old and busted Model Y we will see by the end of this quarter. Utown, when is the 0.99 financing coming to the US? Let's go. Yeah, 100%. That's what we want to see at this point, because right now it's only in Canada. And so when do you think it's coming out for the US? Free supercharging till April. Nice. That's actually pretty sick as well, 007. And congrats on your order as well. Now it is the best part, which is going to be accessories. And we've made a list of the top 3 accessories, at least top 3 categories of accessories that are no BS that I recommend 100%. The first one is going to be a phone mount. Our top 2 companies are Jawa and Magback. We use Jawa on all of our Teslas, and now we've been trying Magback pretty recently. The second category is going to be center consoles. panels. Center console is definitely worth it because it doesn't come with a Tesla, and so having a nice one from one of these companies is definitely worth it. And the last accessory, which I would say is still number one, is going to be all weather floor mats. And there's really three types of floor mats, or at least you can bucket into three types. I would bucket into good, which is going to be the Amazon ones, better, which will be Tasmania, and the best, which hands down is going to be 3W Floor Liner recommended all-weather floor mats. We just got a set on a Model 3 Performance, and it is fantastic 100%. So definitely check out 3W liners down below in the description, and you can check it out on our best deal spreadsheet down below in the description as well. On page 2, we put a link to all the different accessories that we recommend, plus discount codes and everything. And of course, using these links actually support the channel. So thank you to everybody that's used our links in the past and in the future. What do you think about upgrading to Model S for Model Y Performance? MS price looking great. Yeah, I mean, that's actually the right stepping stone I would go from. You're talking about selling your Model Y Performance and getting a Model S, right? And so that would be actually great because our ownership history for Tesla was, our first one was a 2019 Model 3 Performance Stealth. If you don't know what that is, it was like basically a Model 3 Performance with 18-inch rims. We sold that, got into a Model Y Performance, swapped the rims out to the 20-inch induction rims for comfortability, sold that, and then got into a Model S long range. That changed the game for me for sure, because I was kind of always hesitant with the Model 3 and the Model Y because the suspension is a little bit harsh, not like the new Model 3 at all. Now the new Model 3 is fantastic. But the old Model 3 and the old Model Y suspension was harsh. But jumping into air suspension on the Model S, that was fantastic. And so if you're not losing too much money, Chris, I would say it might be worth it to take a look at it. But it really depends on how much you're going to lose between selling your Model Y Performance, if you bought it used, great, and how much it's going to cost you to getting into a Model S long range. Bradley, I didn't complete my financing test for the Model Y. Could that cause a month delay on delivery? Side note, I'm located in Hawaii. Possible shipping be a factor? Yeah, Bradley, shipping is going to be the biggest factor for you because it just takes a long time to go from California to Hawaii to ship vehicles. You probably experienced that with other vehicles that you're purchasing. Yeah, not completing the financing, you don't have to do that at all. You just have to fill out your delivery and ID and things like that. And then financing, you can wait all the way until you've got a more accurate estimated date of delivery. 007, does paying $2K more for Quicksilver to better paint quality or just the cheap tin paint like the other colors offered? 007, I can understand both camps for that. But I've always been on the better value side, right? And so I'm even like, whatever the cheapest free color is, I'm down for that because you can always wrap it and pay that little bit of extra. But if you really like red or you really like Quicksilver, then you could be worth it. But really what you're going to find is if you find a deal and a bigger discount on the Quicksilver or the Ultra Red, then that would be 100%, because that's really where we see most of the bigger inventory discounts, like the list down below in the description. The bigger inventory discounts are on like the Ultra Red, the Quicksilvers, the blacks, the whites, or the 7-seaters. That's really where you're going to be seeing the bigger discounts, which could be worth it. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Chris, there's been a few pics of non-badge Model Ys floating around. Yeah, and we've seen pictures of non-launch badge Model Ys floating around in like Giga Texas area and other places like that. And so we literally could be on the verge of a non-launch Model Y. And maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow so we can give some further insight and things like that. In this next topic, there's been an insane Cybertruck build that has gone off-roading from our friends at Unplugged Performance. You can see all the different parts on this crazy, insane build, calling it their invincible Cybertruck. They took it off-road, I guess, in some sort of desert California area. I mean, look at all these different parts on here. We've got like a rear bumper part. We've got a back side of the tail guide. We've got a light bar, like 5 different light bars all around. We've got like these skid plate things that go on the roof rack, side molly panels. This build looks absolutely insane with what they're calling it, and the full list is right here. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Would you do something like this to your Cybertruck? And of course, if you are, definitely check out our Unplugged link down below in the description so you can shop around, because Unplugged, not only do they have Cybertruck parts, they've got Model 3, Model Y, other different things as well. And they've also got this thing called Tesla Corsa that we're thinking about joining. It's like basically a track day in California for Model 3s, Model Ys, any Tesla vehicle as well. And they actually teach you different things as well. And so I'm thinking about kicking around and going, and maybe it might be in a March thing if you guys want to get together and we can all go at the same time. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. And shout out to Unplugged Performance for just building insane vehicles, including this new Cybertruck Invincible with up performance parts on it. But let us know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. 007, yep, Asians always go for deal. Yeah, full self-driving through mid-May. And that's kind of the cool thing, Gregory. It seems like more and more we're getting trials each and every time or each and every round. So maybe we'll get another trial on Tesla vehicles for full self-driving. The Mesa AZ Service Center screwed me out of $3K in resale value by delaying a part for 3 months. The kicker, they only offered 500 service credit and mobile kit. No love. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with Tesla vehicles. They do fluctuate in valuation a ton. And so I guess something was delayed in fixing your vehicle, and that's probably what happened. Yeah, and so I guess it's a tough one for sure, but I can see what's going on there. 007, full self-driving doesn't like my reading glasses when I drive at night and kick me out, probably due to the UV coating, but sunglasses work fine in daytime. Well, I think what it is that it can actually see your eyes, and so if it actually sees your eyes not looking straight through the glasses, then certainly maybe that's what's going on, or maybe it's blocking it while you're looking straight. I can see what's happening there. Alex, 0.99 and the 2500 referral code, that would get me to buy a Model 3. I wonder if that will happen in March. I would say maybe it happens. I mean, today is Thursday. Maybe it happens later this week or even later this month. Gregory, I'm such a groupie. I have all of your top picks for accessories. I love the 3Ws. Yeah, 3Ws are phenomenal, hands down. Way better than that previous company 3W that we used to have. Key, wasn't the Model 3 Performance 70,990 last month? It was not actually. It's always been around that 53 to 55. Chris, thanks for coming in. Thanks for asking the question. 007, got my quick server because in Hawaii, my Model Ys were sold out. Had to extend my budget to get Model Y Performance. Ordered 1260 and got delivery on January 13th. Nice. Thank you for giving that insight. So yeah, it gives about a month to take delivery of a vehicle all the way to Hawaii. Bought 3W via Amazon and your discount should arrive by the end of the month. Nice. Okay. Congrats, 007. And thank you for the support. Vins, got a question. Is it better to lease or own? Purchase upright? Think about getting a Model X. It really depends between that question, because Model X leases about a 10% interest rate the last time I checked, so that's pretty high. But if you're someone that can write off the lease payment, then it might be worth it for you in that situation. If you're someone that just wants to buy it out and use that for a business purchase, then you could do that as well. But financing is 5.99%, and there's plenty of credit unions, like the credit unions down below in the description at our Patreon link, where you can get like the 4 to 5% if you want to go that route as well. And so I guess you basically need to answer more questions before I can answer your question. Tesla, don't sell yourself shorts. Let's go 0%. Yeah, 100%. I mean, 0.99 is basically the same thing as 0%, but I guess if you want to finance it over that long period of term, you will save, $500 to $1,000 between the two of them. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.